Alright, recording. Alright, this is the 10, and this will be the last 10. This is 10 more contradictions that I found in the books of Paul, not counting Acts. Paul said, don't let people speak evil of you. Jesus said, rejoice when they speak evil of you. Paul shaved his head for a vow. Above all, it says elsewhere, above all, let your yes be yes and your no be no. See my double chin now that I shaved. Hebrews 11:39, they received not the promise. 11:7 says Noah received the promise, in other words. Paul was willing to give up his salvation to save his people, possibly meaning he cared more for his people than Jesus. I feel bad for throwing that out, but it's a question that I ask myself when I read the Bible, you know. Paul said if they abandon the family, they are worse than an unbeliever. Jesus said he came to divide the family. And if you choose, it's 6:35, I got 20 minutes. And if you choose family over him, you're not worthy of heaven. Paul said nature shows us men should not have long hair. The male lion, peacock, and many other males in nature naturally have long hair. Paul said in the last days, men would dress like women and vice versa. In those days, men and women dressed with similar robes. Nowadays, they dress differently, the male wearing pants and female skirts. Paul said, oops. Hold on one second. I'm gonna have to keep touching the screen, I guess. Okay, where was I? Paul said, women shouldn't speak in church. Or have positions of authority elsewhere. Why did he not have the foresight to see this would contradict every church in the future, as no one follows these commands? He also ordered women to veil their heads when Jesus said, don't worry about your clothes. Many of Paul's commands are not followed anymore, such as don't eat meat with the blood, which is one of the main commands given to Gentiles, as medium rare is regularly ordered by Christians. Paul said, be followers of me, but Jesus said, follow him. I would that you be like me, single. The Bible says, don't listen to people who teach abstinence, and that goes against the command in Genesis to leave your parents and get with someone. 4 questions I pondered. How did Paul not know who the chief priest was? How did he forget the few people he baptized? How, as a leader of the church, could he not make bail for 2 whole years? How is it that the Jews in Acts 28 hadn't heard of Paul? And this is something that I made to give you kind of an idea how I feel when people come against me about finding a contradiction in the Bible. This is a conversation between 2 people, I guess hypothetically. This is the letter A. No, that just looks like A. You just don't understand it. But I can use this letter to make words with the rest of the alphabet. B, A, D, for example. Although these words exist with that letter, it's not the letter A. I believe if the letter A existed, it would cancel out the entire alphabet. But look, I can look up the letter A, and in any dictionary, and its definition aligns with this letter A. It even has it even has a picture that is exactly identical. But I refuse to believe that's the letter A. You're of Satan and try to discredit the alphabet. All right, 2 Peter 3:15 through 16 forbids anyone from coming against Paul's teachings. I'm not coming against him. I'm giving someone the option to refute what a lot of people see when they read this Bible, and they abandoned Christianity because of a lot of this. All right, that was the 10 contradictions, and I'm gonna add a video log on this if I can. The Bible makes many statements pointing to the predestination of our souls, with a few such as our names can be blotted out of the book of life, parentheses, pointing in the other direction. I believe that last statement is a type of figure of speech. God is all-knowing. He knows our ultimate destination. Similar to the double split experiment, if the end is observed and known, it is set in stone. I believe the names were written and fixed before the world began and sealed with 7 seals. The question I ask is, if God has unlimited understanding and is all-knowing, why would he intentionally make me so repulsive to the world? Paul said Jesus was appointed and that he himself was predestined. I believe we are all predestined. Not only our souls, but our desires in life are pre-programmed into our brain. If this weren't the case, everyone would be a doctor, for example. The Apocrypha even states that God grants the doctor the wisdom of medicine for the sake of humanity. So apparently, favoritism is shown in many destinies. Why would God make beings knowing he would just burn them forever? The big question is, are we real or just programs playing out our realities, and the willpower simply an illusion, nothing real but the torture in our next life? Just a little something I wrote yesterday for this video. Something else I wrote. We are all sex and porn addicts. Everyone has sex, even preachers. Maybe they get their porn live when their wives undress. They're not addicted. Try going 30 days with no sex then. I drink a beer the next night. I want to drink another. I smoke a cigarette. 20 minutes later, I smoke another. I want and have sex. I want sex and have sex 5 minutes later. 5 minutes later, I want sex again. Your chemistry makeup is programmed to stay satisfied after sex 24 hours. Mine was programmed. This is theoretical. Mine was programmed at 5 minutes. My time interval is different from yours, so not naturally, you assume I'm wrong and addicted to sex. Only, although I is slightly different from you, we are both sex addicts. Let's see what else I got. I wanted to explain more of my theory here. Let me flip the camera around. All right, I redid it. Okay, you start out with 15 million. You double or nothing one. If you win, you're up to 16 million. If you lose, you're down to 14 million. You double or nothing 2 million. If you win, you're up 1 million to 16 million. If you lose, you're down to 12 million. If you get down to 12 million, you double or nothing 4 million. If you lose, you're down to 8 million, and if you win, you're up to 16, which you're up 1 million. Then you turn around and double or nothing your last 8 million. If you win, you're up 16 million, up 1 million. If you lose, the universe hates you and kill yourself. What my point is, it's not possible to lose 4 days in a row if you wait 24 whole hours. It's not possible. I would like to test that out. All you need is 15 million. You could be a guaranteed millionaire. All right, let's see how much time I've spent. I still got 10 minutes. When I pray, are my prayers answered? when I give, do I receive back? Is God fair? Is God fair? That's a question. That's a question that I struggle with. All right, I've been watching Veridism or some crap on a tablet. Veritism, a science guy. I wrote down these notes. Jonovus and Carl Goss, parallel lines. They basically, there was a problem for 2,000 years. People tried to solve it, and two people solved it at the same time. And also on a video I just watched, the similarly happened. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna record. Yeah, what I'm saying is a similar thing to what Edgar Casey said is possible. The Earth, just like the phone companies, when two people made the phone, invented the phone at the same time. Hold on one sec. I'm on the phone. I got you. Oh, okay. The invisible realm is sending this information. They're sending it to whoever's going to catch it. The missile guider, even Elon Musk received a dream that he had with programming cars automatically. Edgar Casey, the guy that did the missile guy, I believe he put a potentiometer on the side of a rocket launcher. It was sent to him from the other side because Babylon wasn't destined to fall just then. It had to build itself up to fulfill prophecy. Edgar Casey, I've got a book on him, and also hypnosis. More research needs to be given to his theory of how we can get information off of this information melt. But he predicted that California would split and that Babylon's going to split in half. The rest of my stuff that I have for this video, conditions of parchment, no pay for workers. Maybe two people up there I quit because they weren't paying me, and there wasn't no guards, and it was a death trap. It's a death trap here. There are no guards. Medical is garbage. I was laying down dying on the floor and couldn't get no help. Somebody poisoned me. Inmates run the prison. They walk around with keys. They help count. No clothes. I've been given clothes one time in a year, and I didn't get no shirts, no sheets, and I ain't got no money. Run down units. If I had my own phone, this prison would be shut down. I would walk this phone around and show y'all metal panels hanging off the damn wall. It's ridiculous. Dungeons, mold, toilet hanging off of. It's just a smell you wouldn't believe. You would think we was in a third world country, but we're in 29. No AC units like they like to brag about unit 30. That's just one little section of this big prison. Maggots in the food. I've seen them. They walk like caterpillars. Bad food. They had good food for like 2 months when they swapped over, and they went back to bullshit. No good cleaning supplies. It's a death trap. They took our conjugal visits, and the guy that took it, they ended up, I believe, if I'm right, that's the one they put locked up in prison. All the things that he took from us, they should give back since he was the crook to start with. They ignore our handbells. They highlight Unit 30 and spit on us. It's worse than 29, and they you get stuck here and they won't let you leave. No more riding and art instructors. They fired them. They won't let Kairos bring no more cookies and stuff. Knowing they ain't nothing wrong because they want to force them to buy the food from the place. It's all about money here. On the tablet, I participated in a competition here, and they highlight Unit 30 on the tablet. They give them a new church and put their pictures all on the. They didn't even put my name in there. They put all their pictures in there. And I went to the same competition, only here at Unit 29. We don't matter. We don't even exist, but we make up probably most of the prison. They're rejecting all my ARPs. They won't let me leave. I just got off of the medical class. Now they got me stuck on medical class 4 for no reason. I got high blood pressure, that's it. This is the preacher, Mac. He got locked up the same year I did. All right, he was older than me. He got locked up the same year I did. I don't know what he did, but he killed someone. He did the same thing I did. They gave him 20. No. He's got to do 20 before he's old enough, 65, to get out. I got to do 41. You tell me how that's fair. That's not fair. We gotta fix that. Let everybody go home at 20. Yeah, and I got my spirit contacts. They touch. I've said that in so many videos, but I didn't want to talk about it. They give me songs. They contact me, dreams, this and that. One day, people will want to hear about it. This is the letter I got. Thank you for your letter. I would love to visit, but I don't know when and I'll have a chance to make it by. I'll forward your concerns to Superintendent McClure to see if it's possible for you to speak to someone. He came here and had no intention of talking to me. I told him about all the problems and 1,000 more in like 3 letters. He's dirty, man. He's dirty, and so is McClure. Burl Kane. It's all about money. And it's making sense. It's all in the video, radioactive. And I'm going to be the one that takes them down. That's all I got other than this piece of poem I had. I wrote it and I didn't finish it, but I was like, that'll make it. And I think I got enough time to read it. It's called Mama, I Want to Be the Beast When I Grow Up. Born into a mystery, he'd always hungered for the unknown. Now a grown but in beast. He's on the brink of destiny, but as the enchanted missionary of the shadows configures his sinister odes of theft, murder, and destruction to be peddled to his dark followers for alms of sustenance, he can't stop his mind from wandering. My mom found out she got a sister in Las Vegas, and I want to get her to get in contact with Rebecca Romney at the bookstore or at the pawn shop. First chance I get in touch with her. One more thing I wanted to mention, a lot of people say it's not 666, it's 616. But 616 also describes Daniel in the lion's den. He makes it through the lion's den. It describes rebuilding the temple and the 7 abominations, which is probably doomed for me, and that's probably why. I wanted to mention one song. Bohemian Rhapsody was easy for me to solve. 66 was easy. If that is 66, it was easy. The thing that confuses me the most, that I go through every day, it drives me up the wall, is I started a joke. How could this be a joke on me, If it's a joke on me, then I'm not the beast, but I am the beast, so it can't be a joke. In the video. With something nice.